I'm Convention TV, and Florida United Numismatists take a moment to explore the Bourse Floor at the Fun Show in Orlando, Florida. You never know what treasures await you on Fun's convention floor.
Well, what you're looking at is case 1 of case 4 of electricity 1896 style, which is just a name that we've given for the 1896 educational $5 note, one of the most beautiful notes ever made by the U.S. government. This is an uncirculated note, what you're looking at, and in this case you'll have the first note, and that represents electricity and light of the world, and you can see all the beautiful designs in and around this, around the note. And whenever you put together an exhibit, and of course these are like lightning bolts for electricity, and we put together a glossary a little bit of what a die proof is. These are regular issue notes signed by the government. You know, of interest to these, and one of the reasons they're a little bit scarce is that Anthony Comstock of the Washington Ward Society in this 1896 period didn't like the notes so much because they sort of had showing a little bit of breast, and they had the notes withdrawn, and thus it made them a little bit more scarce than other issues. In the electricity series, the 1896, they're called the educational notes, the 1, a 2, and a 5 denomination for this large size notes, and large size notes came into existence in 1861 and sort of went out with the in the 1920s, and the small size came into existence around 1929. Well, anyway, I think that, you know, you want to put the exhibit together with what you have on exhibit, with the information, the 1896 electricity note, what it is, a glossary, a little information on what you're exhibiting, a regular issue note. And this is case 2. This is a plate proof, last proof before hardening, and it's actually a impression made from the dies at the U.S. Mint. So this is out of these $5 educational plate proof notes, there's roughly about 15 of the face proofs that are in existence, and all these are dies, working dies for the educational central vignette. Here's a third die if you want to look over here, and another one, and they show progressions of the central vignette of electricity. In all, there's probably 6 to 10 of these die proof in existence. These die proofs one was bought in an auction, and a couple were bought from Dr. Glenn Jackson, a good friend of ours who passed away some years back, and we bought them in Memphis. And as when you're putting together an exhibit, as you can see up here, if you want to film that, you have the plate and die proofs of electricity, exactly what they are, and they explain the who, what, when, where, why, how, date, time for an exhibit. And then the general information about large size money, when it was issued from 1861 to 1929, and how what the paper money is, with few exceptions, black and green are a dominant choice of colors for paper money. Case 3, we go into the back of the note. Now remember, if you ever do a paper money exhibit, it's not obverse, it's not reverse, but it's facing back on on any paper money. I don't care if it's foreign, U.S., checks, it does not matter. And what we do is here we talk about the plate and die proof back designs. And what India paper is, most of the notes were made either impressed onto cardboard, or they were made in India paper, which was impressed on the cardboard, or in certain cases, as this is on India paper, and it basically is the design of General Phil Sheridan, which matches up to the back of the $5 educational note. And on this side you have the other president. So anyway, this is said to be the design of the designer of the notes, and that would be the life and works of Thomas F. Morris. And basically, oh, I wanted to mention on this, as you can see, if you want to come back over here, finished okay to harden, August 29th, 1895, TFM for Thomas F. Morris. So his initials are on this. And on the back design of the educational 5, there's only about 3 in existence. So anybody who wants to put together more than 3 typesets is sort of lost. and they're very uncommon. You don't see them very often. And basically what we try to do is show the face in the back of the notes, and as I said, this is the on the back of the note. It's really a beautiful note. Of course, that's Grant. This is the book of the life and times of Mr. Morris. It's a wonderful book by Thomas F. Morris II. And there's a picture of Mr. Morris. And when you build an exhibit, you always want to, it tells you about his life, 1852 to 1898. One of the things back then in the Treasury Department, in the Bureau of Engraving and Printing, which came in existence in the early 1860s, was, and then onward, they could actually take the plate proofs out of the Treasury Department and put together, you know, just keep them, personally keep them. Of course, you can't do that today. And this is just a Treasury Department seal. And we talk about that. It just adds in because that would be the seal that would be on the, a similar type of seal that would be on the educational notes, such as this. Treasury seal. That's a whole new thing, but then you also always want to put a bibliography in exhibit and what the old Treasury seal is. And it's a very nice exhibit. We've exhibited it before. And it's what we like to do is put nice information. When we sell our collection, we want somebody to buy our collection, and when you exhibit it and then you talk about it or you show it at a show, what you really want to do is brag about it somewhat, and other people generally might get interested because who's going to buy our collection? We have absolutely no idea, and we don't have any children. Actually, Aaron is one of our kids, because if you're an A&A member, you're one of our kids. So we got 29,500 kids.
I want to thank you, John, for taking the time to show me your exhibit and tell us, educate us.
This is John and Nancy.
Yes,
exhibit,
John and Nancy Wilson's exhibit.
Matter of fact, Nancy started collecting in the later 50s. When we got married in '68, she got me collecting.
Wow.
It wasn't the man getting the gal interest in collecting. Nancy's the one that is the
well, I'm all about women in numismatics.
And she's actually one of the
people
first
in
members of WIN,
WIN.
And I'm the first associate member of WIN.
Great. Awesome. Thank you, John.
Fun Facts Fast. You've been watching Fun Convention TV. Visit Fun Forums for fun show updates, videos, articles, photos, and more. Fun Forums, it just makes sense. This video is the property of Fun, Florida United Numismatist. Re-editing or use without prior consent is strictly prohibited.